step. So for defining this hierarchy, let's try to create one separate ORS so that we can understand it clearly, because in other ORS we have a few tables, so which can disturb us. Or let's see, we had created one dev ORS, right? So let's see how many objects we have in dev ORS. We can reuse it. I think here we have very less objects only, so we can reuse it. Okay, let's try to reuse this dev ORS where we have very few objects. Okay, so what is the first step? So suppose we already have a ORS, just we are using it, that's fine. Now come modal hierarchy. So all modeling and development related to hierarchy setup will be done from here. Okay, data steward, hierarchy manager. This will act as a front end from hierarchy for hierarchy manager. This already we covered. Now let's try to create two tables. So one customer table, one address table. Okay, so let's see if what columns we have in customer and address. So in customer we have few columns like customer ID, customer name. Okay, sorry, let me disconnect this. So let's take customer ID, customer name, customer phone. So any columns, let's take three attributes here. So we can add customer phone also. Customer phone also. Okay, so we have created our base subject for Bcash, that is fine. Now let's try to create address table, and here we will add these three columns. Okay, so address table is already here. We have, let's see what columns we have here. So address ID city is already here. Let's add address line 1, ADR underscore line 1. Let's save it. Okay, now let's we always try to follow the steps which I have mentioned. So this will helpful for us in project also. Okay, in project also we follow the steps, because this will have lots of steps to be followed for implementing. Okay, so if you means kind of miss one step, or if you jump one step, it will be very difficult to debug and find the solution. Okay, so because these are the complicated things, so you always be careful while implementing. So we created address table. Now come to modal hierarchy. If we are implementing hierarchy first time, then we will get message to create now. So this is saying if you are implementing hierarchy first time, since in this ORS we are implementing hierarchy first time, then this will say the first time, then we will get message to create now. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's come to hierarchies, and here what this is saying, hierarchy manager relationship base object table do not exist. Would you like to create them? So since we are implementing this first time, that's why it is asking to create them. Okay, so what are these? Basically, once we will click on this, then what will happen? MDM is going to create this three table. Okay, so this will be the table created by MDM. This will be called RBO BO class, RBO hierarchy, and RBO relation. So this table which will be created by MDM, this BO class, so this will basically hold the details about the entity. Like if you will define kind of customer entity or address entity, then that detail will store here. And if you will define a hierarchy, like customer hierarchy, product hierarchy, then that detail will store in this table. And suppose if you will define some relationship, then that relationship table detail will stay here. So for implementing hierarchy for first time, MDM will let us know that please try to create this tree table. After clicking yes, then we will be able to start our configuration for hierarchy. Okay, so here let's try to create. Currently we have only two base object, customer and address, right? Now if you will press yes, then you will see three more base object will be added here. Okay, let's press yes. Okay, so this is basically creating RBO tables, which we mentioned here, these three RBO tables. So these three RBO tables should be created here. Now this is saying default entity icons were not found in the operational references. So would you like to upload them? Okay, what is that? So basically, after pressing yes, hierarchy RBO based object relationship based table will be created by system. Okay, this three table will be created by system, and then it will ask to import this kind of icon. What is this icon? So basically, we will have the different entity, right? Like customer, address, organization, household. So MDM has given some icons so that we can identify that this entity looks like a kind of what pattern. Means if you have kind of 5 icon in our kind of graphical user interface, then through the icon we can understand this entity looks like organization, this looks like a doctor, this looks like a person. So they have given some sample kind of photo image. Okay, in the icon they have given some icon. We will see that. So let's try to import it. Okay. So for first time we are defining it's not available here. So we'll try to import. Would you like to upload them? Yes. So I think I have already uploaded it. That's why it is showing here. In some cases, if it will not show, then you can just